Welcome back to my channel, and today we are doing the best turkey meatball recipe along with sauce. And y'all, this dish is so delicious. Let's go. So I am starting out with 2 pounds of ground turkey, and then I am using yellow onion. Club crackers is so delicious, trust me, y'all. 1 medium egg, some dried basil, and then some minced garlic along with some salt and pepper. You really don't have to over season the meatballs because we're going to season up our sauce really well, but I do just like to have a little bit of extra flavor. So here I am adding a medium egg as well as the minced garlic and dried basil. And I did 1 medium egg. Ground turkey is very, very tender, and it is not as firm as a ground beef or pork. So I do just a little bit just to make sure that everything sticks together. And then of course I'm going to add lots of fresh ground pepper. I love the taste of ground pepper. But let me tell you, the club crackers in place of like a breadcrumb is super delicious. It's my go-to. So here I am just mixing everything up with my free tool, my hands, and getting it all incorporated, all mixed together, and then we'll start to form the balls. So I'm just using a spoon. You can always use a cookie scoop to make sure it's uniform, but these are not going to be the perfect little balls, but it is still going to be delicious. And you're just going to roll them out. One thing I did forget to do is spray my cookie sheet. So yeah, just place them on a greased cookie sheet covered in foil, and then I will toss them in the oven at 375 for about 15 minutes. So getting to the sauce, I'm just adding a little bit of olive oil to the bottom, and I'm going to start with 3 tablespoons of chopped onions, and I want to cook those down until they start to soften up. I like a little brown on there, so a grilled onion taste to it. I'm not the biggest fan of raw onions, so I do like to cook them down as much as possible. And then it also gives it some extra flavor. One thing I do recommend not adding in your garlic immediately. There is nothing worse than the taste and smell of burned garlic, so start with your onions first. Okay. So some of the ingredients, I am of course adding 3 tablespoons of garlic, 3 tablespoons of all-purpose seasoning, and there's sugar. And then in my little spice blend, I'm using dry spices, and so I'm going to start out with a tablespoon of basil, and then a little pinch of rosemary. It's very strong. Half a teaspoon of oregano, and then here on the left is going to be onion powder, as well as this roasted garlic blend, which I'll put a link in the description below. This roasted garlic seasoning is amazing. It is so good. So of course ground black pepper, and then I also add crushed red pepper flakes for a little kick, and then crushed red tomatoes and tomato paste. The sugar is optional. That is 2 tablespoons of just white sugar, and it helps balance out some of the acidity from the tomatoes, but totally optional. We like a sweeter sauce. So now I'm adding in the minced garlic, and I am just going to stir that up and add in the tomato paste first. This is just my method. I don't know if it does anything, but I add it in before anything else and let it cook for a few seconds. I don't know if I feel like it's gonna make it have a roast taste or not, but it's just my method and what I do, so I stick to it. Now I'm just adding in the first can of the crushed tomatoes, and I am mixing it well with the tomato paste, because tomato paste is very thick, and so you want it to break down. And so I am just going to continue to stir until all of the lumps and chunks of the tomato paste has blended into the sauce. Next, I am adding in the other can of crushed tomatoes. And let me tell you guys, making your own sauce from scratch is so easy. It is actually cheaper than buying the jarred sauce. So if you want a good quality sauce, I like to make my own. Using the crushed tomatoes makes it super bright. There is a difference between the sauce, tomato sauce, and crushed tomatoes. I think the crushed tomatoes has a better texture and, again, a brighter taste to it. So I'm adding in, of course, my spice blends, and then once you've mixed it all up, put a cover and let simmer for about 15 minutes. And then once you've gotten that done, pull your meatballs out, and I'll start adding them to the sauce. And so as you can see, they turned out golden brown and delicious. Really beautiful meatballs, very tasty. And again, I'm just going to push them down into the sauce just to kind of incorporate a little bit, get some of that juice and flavor in there. And again, don't forget to spray your cookie sheet, y'all. I'm just saying. Now this produced a thick sauce, and it's a little thick for our taste, so I did add in a cup of water. You can always add in a cup of broth as well, or not at all. It's just a matter of how you like your sauce. But y'all, this sauce and these meatballs are so delicious. I just sprinkled on a little bit of shredded parmesan, and yeah, it is so delicious. Anytime that you can use fresh herbs, I like fresh basil, but I use what's in my pantry. I'm a bit of a spice hoarder, so don't judge me. But you can definitely change out the spices with fresh. Anytime you can use fresh, it's the best. Okay, but a delicious meal, quick and easy. My daughter's favorite meal. She'll eat it every week if I make it. But yeah, so delicious. And garlic bread on the side. Might think I burned it, but I say nope, it's just Cajun. So please make sure to click that notification bell so that you'll get notified when I post my new video. Also, don't forget to click that like button as well as subscribe. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time in my video. See you later. Bye.